get up on your horse. Kevin, you think it's the right fight back? We talked about that in the open.
You never know. You never know. You never know.
It's been an interesting night, though, of close fights and upsets. Maskaev,
like I said, it's a right
coming out
fight.
rather tentative, and Nix coming out winging.
It's like I said, it's the right fight if he wins. It's the wrong fight if he loses. So you can't tell. One shot can end anything. These are heavyweights.
Maskaev looking very dry.
He's also moving away from the right hand. He's not trying to get hit with the right hand. He's stepping to his right, trying to get away from Brian Nix's right hand. You know, even though he's not really worried about it that much, Brian Nix only has 3 knockouts, but can't take chances, you know. A shot from anywhere can catch you, especially at this weight, take you out.
Nix has been in with some good heavyweights. David Bastos, Al Cole, Ron Guerrero, who we saw tonight, Terrence Lewis, although on the losing end where those names are concerned. Win over Maskaev would be huge for him. A loss for Maskaev would be devastating for him. Very slow and tentative first half of this round for Maskaev.
Yeah, he doesn't like he warmed up properly in the dressing room, and I don't see no beads of sweat on his head or anything. And he's stiff as it is, Maskaev. He's very stiff, European fighter. And Uncle Al Gavin and Bob Jackson did a great job with him as far as trying to westernize him, as they call it, to make him box like an American.
Had the opportunity to go down to Gleason's gym last week, watch Maskaev work out. I asked him who he was fighting. I knew who he was fighting, but he didn't. So
he didn't care.
He did not care. Studied no tapes of Brian Nix, who tries to throw the right-hand lead right there and catches Maskaev walking in. Very workmanlike. Maskaev starting to find the range right now, closing the distance between the two of them. 45 seconds to go in the first. Jane 80 separates the fighters.
He's got to utilize that jab a little bit more, Maskaev, and coming behind the jab, overhand right, and catch it like right there. He just did it right there, and keep Nix off balance.
Nix stopped 2 times in his career, once by Jameel McCline in his pro debut back in October of '95, and then by the former cruiserweight champion Al Cole up in Montreal on the explosion in November of '99. Nix was having a good fight against Cole that night too. Very close fight when he got stopped. Remember, Kevin? We were up in Montreal. Good first round for Nix. Oh, and we say that right hand punctuates the end for Maskaev. We start round number 2. Tommy Parks in the corner of Brian Nix saying this could be easy. Different instructions in the corner of Maskaev. Bob Jackson looking for a left uppercut on the inside, Kevin.
Yeah, because Brian Nix is dropping his head. And I don't know what trainer of Brian Nix is saying was, I think he feels that Maskaev's a little tentative.
Maskaev just threw that left uppercut. Now he tries the right just for good measure.
And it lands. Maskaev was very stiff here. There he goes. When he utilizes the jab, he looks very effective and punches off the jab.
Well, Kevin, that's one of the questions. We talked about it a little in the open. How well can you come back from 2 devastating knockouts? We talk sometimes about a guy coming back from 1, but back-to-back knockouts from Kirk Johnson and Mount Whitaker.
Yeah, he actually doesn't look too aggressive here, like looking hit with a punch. He looks very tender. And he lands a shot and walks away, and that's what fighter shows that they're not looking to mix it up.
Not to mention the fact that he lost, that he beat the man who beat the man, and he's got nothing to show for it. Knocked Hasim Rahman out of the ring.
Ain't that something? Shows you come back. But the question mark is, can Oleg Maskaev come back and get knocked out twice? That's the question.
A lot of boxing history needs to be written before the 2 of them can get back in the ring. Of course, Rahman's got that rematch with Lewis coming up, but should Maskaev be able to put together 2 or 3 wins and Rahman win the rematch, then you might be able to see Maskaev-Rahman 2 for the heavyweight championship. But Like we said, a lot of boxing history has to be written first. Maskaev's got to win his fights, and of course Rockman has to win that rematch with Lewis, and then of course the proposed Tyson-Rockman fight, should it get to that. Right now we're at Flamingo Laughlin with a minute to go in the second round, and we get to see a fight really break out here between these two.
Maskaev's landing very good, powerful power shots. I think his confidence is coming back a little bit. He's getting more aggressive here, and he's throwing very powerful shots. He's picking his shots. He's not being overexerting his energy. He's being cautious.
He's having a much better second round than he had first, that's for sure.
He's definitely trying to build his confidence up. He's not taking this fight for granted, I'll tell you that.
That would be a mistake. Low blow in there by Brian Nix. No warning from Jay Nady. I hadn't realized that Nady was from Laughlin, Nevada, as Mark Bureau pointed out in our introductions.
That makes two of us.
Much better round for the Russian. Oh, and he catches. Oh, and he catches Nix on the way in, and his legs do a little dance.
Nick's legs actually don't look that good anyway. They have a trip on him.
You're still out of range, though. Put your hands up here. If you throw right in, put your hands right there. Okay? And you got to come back. It's on the head. I can look at you. Brian. Huh? If you're going to throw that right hand, touch him with it. Come back an inside hook. Straight as you can. You hear me? Yeah. Okay.
Good sharp jab, and don't let him walk you backwards all the time. Put some power to him, bam, 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 and step to the side. All right? Breath. Come on, look like a fighter now. Good sharp head.
Seconds out. Seconds out. We approach the third round.
Round number 3, Oleg Maskaev, solid black. Brian Nix, gold and black stripe. Second round, all Maskaev as he really started to get his rhythm down, Kevin.
Yeah, well, Bob Jackson gave him very good instruction. He said, I want you to hit him and step to the side. What Maskaev is doing is he's hitting and he's stepping back. So what happens is you lose range of motion. You also lose range of the distance of your fighter. You land a good shot, why move back? Move to the side and land again.
Some frustration in the voice of Jackson from the last 2 fights, because he ended his between rounds instructions with act like a fighter.
Yeah, well, they don't want him to be so passive as he's being. They want him to be a little more aggressive and take control of this fight. I mean, you know, he looks very tentative in this fight, like he's worried about Brian Nix's punching power, which he shouldn't be. They want him in there banging Brian Nix out and get out of there to show that you are back.
Maskaev rocked Nix at the end of the second round. Nix, though, not only not having any ill effects, but coming out as good as he looked at the beginning of the first.
Well, the longer the fight goes, the worse it is for Maskaev, because he's got to make a statement. He's got to look impressive to get back in that mix of things, after especially being knocked out back-to-back.
Oh, nice right over the top by Maskaev. Catches. Nix holding on right there right now.
3 and 3 of
very shaky legs right now. I'm telling you, that right hurt Nix.
Yeah, Nix's legs, I tell you, his legs look shaky when he started the fight. Leg walks on his heels a little bit. He doesn't like to have strong legs at all to support him. And all it takes to me is a good shot from Maskaev, and it could be over for Nix.
Also would be a good yardstick to measure just how back Maskaev is, because Nix only stopped that one time by Al Cole up in Montreal. He's been in with some good heavyweights, as we mentioned, including Terrence Lewis and Ron Guerrero, both of whom we saw tonight. Neither able to stop Nix. Nice combination by Maskaev. All good combinations on the inside. Nix in big trouble. Little less than a minute to go here in the third.
Maskaev can keep his control. He might produce a knockout here, but if he can't, he's got to also be careful. I'm sure the boxing believe that he has a crystal chin theory. You know, they say he gets hit with a good shot, he goes down.
Maskaev really having his way right now. Under 30 seconds to go here in the third, and Nix holding on profusely. Nady has his work cut out for him. Oh, Maskaev beautifully times. I was about to say to you, Kevin, why is he moving backwards? But he used it beautifully, used his experience. You saw him time Nix on the way in.
That's why I want him to step into the side.
Big round for the Russian.
Here's the bell. That's the end of round 3.
Hey, Phil. Hey, listen. Listen. You're not using your left hip, Bo. If you get on that hip, under that right hand and work, you're going to stop him quick. You're getting up close, and instead of being on the hip.
Action early in the third round. Maskaev serving notice at that point, Kevin. He's using that uppercut. Listened very well to what his corner told him.
Very good. He's very patient. Like I said, he's got to use that experience. Brian Nix has never been in a ring with a fighter like Maskaev, and I believe that, you know, this could be very good for Maskaev. That he can actually finish off Brian Nix if it comes.
Round number 4, and Maskaev gave us a look over, Kevin, as almost to say, how am I doing?
I think he knows how he's doing. Like I said, you know, I think his confidence is coming back. As you can see in the fight, he's getting more aggressive. He's taking more risks, more chances. They still don't want him stepping back like he is right there. He needs to step to his left and throw a straight right hand. And that's what they want. I think Brian Nix is not in the Maskaev lead tonight. And they see Maskaev is catching flush shots. Crush on the chin, but he steps back. When he steps back, he loses range. Once you lose range, you can't finish him in. He's timing him, he's loading him up, he's setting him up. Look at the right hand, bang. It's a nice smother that time, but you know, he's got to work on this. He's got to work on things. You don't want him stepping back in line at all. When he steps straight back in the line, remember in the past, Donald Curry got knocked out by Mike McCullum. Reaching, pulling back. So it's a Carlos Cena boxing, they call it. Don't pull back.
Oh, nice hook off the jab by Maskaev.
Yeah, then he steps back in the line. That's not what Bob Jackson wants. He wants him to hit him like that, throw a good combination, uppercut or hook, and then step to the side.
That pulling back's what got him in trouble, both with Whitaker
Of course, you have to extend
and
a
with
punch.
Kirk Johnson.
Of course, you have the end of a guy's punch. And when you're at the end of a guy's punch, that's what the power is. That's how you get beat.
Moves to the side nicely there now, starting to move. Nix breathing very heavy at this point out of his mouth. Really starting to take a beating, taking some big shots from Maskaev.
I guess they feel that Maskaev could be more of a dominating force. He's more rectifying.
Nix can't wait to get back on the inside and hold on, and Nady really having his work cut out for him. He has trouble even separating them.
Nix is getting hit with very good hard shots. Maskaev is really looking sharp. Like I said, his confidence, you see his confidence coming back. This is actually a good fight for him right now.
Watch for Nady to give a warning for holding on to Nix.
He definitely needs to work on the stepping back. That stepping back is not going to be effective in the future.
Well, if he'd step to the side, he would negate also the holding on.
Exactly.
He's sitting there right. So he lands one shot, and Nix is on top of him, able to wrestle with him, Kevin. Under 20 seconds to go here in the fourth.
Nix's legs don't look too good at his one shot. Nix's legs look in trouble.
Nix holding on big time.
Nix's legs are definitely in trouble.
Maskaev just can't get the room to let the big shot go. Nevertheless, good round for Oleg Maskaev.
Look at it, Arnie. Look at these shots here. Maskaev is, when he punches and he lands good shots, as long as he steps right back in the line, he's very effective when he lands his shots, but Bob Jackson wants to step left and right.
Come on. How you doing, Coach? Hot, man.
We approach the fifth round. Round 5.
Maskaev off his stool early here in the fifth round, meeting Nix in the center of the ring. He gets into that zone, Kevin, and we've seen Maskaev a lot. You can almost tell when he wants to end it.
Oh, he wants definitely end it now. Like I said, the quicker he can get Brian Nix out of it, the better he looks. He's up in the 5th round already of a 10-round fight, and he needs a fight to bring him back and show, okay, Maskaev has definitely come back. No ill effects from the 2 knockouts. And he needs to make a statement. He definitely needs to make a statement.
And certainly Nix going the distance with him would not be the statement that he's looking for.
It's kind of weird and peculiar that if he produces a knockout, he makes a statement, and he wins the fight. If he wins the fight and wins a decision, there's no statement. It's kind of weird. He can win a fight either way, and he's still one end he's negative and other end is positive. So he's got to win by knockout and not be knocked out.
There he goes again. Maskaev catches Nix walking straight in. We might be breaking some sort of a record for clinches here on the Explosion tonight.
Brian Nix's legs don't look too healthy there. They're kind of shaky, and it's just a matter of time before Maskaev lowers the boom on him. Unless he gets careless. Like I said, it could be a lucky shot by Nix. He's only got 3 knockouts, but he is a heavyweight.
Maskaev slipping those shots nicely, but not coming up throwing anything, Kevin. I see that a lot where fighters slip, but when they don't come up throwing, it's almost like you could be timed on the way back up.
Exactly. It's called make them miss, make them pay. You have to live by that rule, and that rule, Maskaev is not doing.
Maskaev lands on the top of the head in that soft spot, and once again, Nix holding on. Very shaky legs on Nix. Big shots right now by Maskaev. Nix fighting on fumes. 35 seconds to go in the 5th.
Those big punches on Maskaev is taking everything out of the legs of Nix.
And it's also causing Nix to start to telegraph wide shots, Kevin. He's throwing very wide.
He's trying to catch Maskaev coming like
and he did just then, and he rocks Maskaev. Maskaev comes back with a shot of his own. Nady almost jumping in right there. Nix in big trouble. 10 seconds to go.
Maskaev got buckled, though.
Nix trying to survive the round. Maskaev definitely was hurt. And Nix manages to get through the round, but not before buckling Oleg Maskaev himself. Maskaev came in wide open. He got himself a little bit of a Johnson-Whitaker flashback.
Don't let him hit you with the right hand. Get those hands up.
Right,
How's your fighter? He's all right. Where you at? He's all right. Where you at? Man, I'm in Vegas fighting.
You're not in Vegas. Where are you?
In Nevada. Come on, he's all right. Don't stop that fight like that. Let me fight. Where you at, Brian?
Just let me do my business.
Latin.
Okay, that's good enough.
Okay.
I'm not going to let you do more of those.
Take a look at the action here. Kevin, incredible 4th round. Nix took a beating. But then he caught Maskaev with that shot coming in.
Let's see who can go through this round. I mean, both men have been hurt. Can Nix come back and recover?
Well, we're in the 2nd half of the scheduled 10-rounder. A lot of interesting things going on in Nix's corner between rounds. Tommy Parks very concise in his instructions. Don't let him hit you with the right hand, he says, Kevin.
He just said that.
He didn't tell him how not to get hit with it. He said, just don't get hit with the right hand. Jay Nady comes in, though. He says, where are you? He says, I'm in Las Vegas. Well, right now he's not sure where he is. As he goes down, Nady, anticipating the droppage, took Maskaev away from him before he fell.
Very good. He saved him. Maybe he can get through the round now if he can survive. He has to hold and grab.
Maskaev, a big finisher, taking off where he left off in the 5th. And Nady's going to take a good hard look here. Don't be surprised if he stops this fight.
Nix has to grab and hold.
Oh, Nix out on his feet right now. That's it. The fight's over. Very good stoppage on the part of Jay Nady. As Oleg Maskaev Becomes only the second man to stop Brian Nix here in the 6th round in what we would say in the story what Brian Nix called Lapland. I'm in Lapland. Well, he's still in Laughlin here at the Flamingo. And Oleg Maskaev back on track. Is it enough to get him to the rematch for the heavyweight championship against
Not yet.
Asim Rahman?
I don't think so.
Not yet, but
I believe
he's got some time now, Kevin. That fight's not scheduled till November.
I think 3-4 more fights, beating somebody in the top 10. They'll be fighting. Look at that stoppage here on you. I mean, take a look at the punch. Boom. Overhand right behind the jab. Hook. Nix's legs deceives him. He goes down. When he goes down, he recovers a little bit. I can see here's the finish of the fight. You see the uppercuts. Maskaev landing at will. Whatever punch he wants to land, when he wants to land it, referee steps in and saves Nix.
Not only a good stoppage.